Good day, everybody. This is Emar Sopertut, and welcome to another edition of Fighting Peaches. This is our exclusive interview with Georgia State women's volleyball head coach, Sally Polhamus. Enjoy. All right, so Sally, we were just discussing kind of off camera your plans for Troy, but first let's recap the Mercer contest. Able to win 3-2, your first home match of the season. Just overall impressions of that contest.
We did a nice job of serving and, controlling the ball. Our pins, our outside hitters, both Mila and Leah Wilcox had some great kills, ended some rallies for us. Mercer is a really strong, fast team. They run a fast offense. So what we saw the week prior at Chattanooga with our blocks and our defense wasn't there against Mercer because of their speed and how hard they hit. And so that was something that took us a little bit more to get into in that fourth and fifth set, where we were able to run the court a little bit more, settle into the speed of their game, and adjust our game.
Yeah, you're down 2-1. Just what were those adjustments that you made between that third and fourth set to get the fourth and ultimately do pretty well and handily in that fifth set? What did you see the team improve on between those sets?
So first contact definitely was better. So our passing from the serve ball, setting up our offense, we were pretty excited about what our hitting percentage was. Even in the first two sets, we hit almost 400 in the first set, and that's a very high offensive game. Now there's not a lot of defense going on either side of the net there, but I think we settled in, got our defense involved, and then we're able to both terminate from the offensive side and then slow them down from the defensive side.
Yeah, three players in Leah, Zamila, and Amisha with double-digit kills. What about having that offensive distribution and having three players reach that mark?
So our goal is to have four players that are contributing. That means you have a very balanced offense. And so between our other middle and our right side, we want to keep growing that. But I was really excited with especially our two outsides, their efficiency and their ability to terminate and out of system balls. And so balls that aren't perfect right to the setter, we were doing a nice job of handling those. So for us, I like the growth from Chattanooga to Mercer. So I feel like each week we've gotten better at the things that we focused on and as a team and system-wise. So I really like how our offense is evolving. We still need to get that first contact more consistent, and especially in transition, have a little bit more transition kills.
And then Jordan Shoemaker, game high, 45 assists. Her second year with the program, she transferred into the program in 2019. Discuss her development and how beneficial is it to have her for a second year, and just the difference that makes in your offense.
She has done a very nice job of understanding her team, the players, the hitters, what heights to set them. We have players that are touching 10-6, the players that are touching 9-9. And so that's a big difference in hitter windows, and being able to find those windows for each hitter while moving, getting a ball that's dug off the net. So her location and the rhythm that she's setting has been very good. She's been a very solid block for us, which is awesome, being able to run a 5-1. I think that she sees the game and she has a lot more control and vision this year.
You mentioned the hitting range 10-6. Elaborate on that for some that aren't familiar with the terminology of that, like myself. I know what the 5-1 is, but what do you say the hitting range of your outsides and your middles? Discuss that. What does that mean?
So each hitter has a different height that they're jumping to swing. And as a setter, you have to get a rhythm ball, so we call it tempo, from the setter's hands to the hitter. And not only just they have to be the right speed, but also the right height. And each hitter has a different window that they can hit in. And so that location is very important. So if a setter puts it in the right location, but it's real slow and high, the rhythm of that hitter will be off. And so the approach, they'll be coming down for their jump. And so our goal is to have our hitters at max jump when that ball is set into the hitter window.
Okay. And it was your first home match of the year. This will be the last time, hopefully, we talk about the pandemic and the conditions of it. But it was your first home match. We spoke last time about the adjustments you had to make in pregame and things like that. What did you follow through on those, and what was that like as far as implementing just the different things you have to do now to have a match?
Well, first, I want to thank our facilities and our athletic director, Charlie Cobb. We had fans. It was awesome. It was the first time this year we've played in front of fans. So that was amazing. The protocol was very good for both teams, very efficient. Just not switching sides, and a couple small things are the adjustments, kind of the seating arrangement right now, what we do during timeouts. But all of our players have completely bought in, and they understand why the protocols are in place, and they really enjoy them now. So it is a little different only seeing one side of the gym as far as from passing and serving, but it's very easy and efficient for our players to get settled and get into a rhythm.
Now, the fans, were they friends and family, or what was it, faculty? How? Because I didn't know you had fans at the contest. Who consisted of that group?
So it was open to the public. We could have a total of 500 fans. How our seating arrangement is there's no fans allowed in the lower bowl where we're actually playing, but we have our sports arena has the top floor, the fourth floor there. And so all the fans are up there. It was just really nice to have the crowd noise and the energy from that, even though they're pretty separate from the floor. But it is open to anyone. So all of our matches this year will be open to the public.
Okay, good. And now, lastly, you open Sunbelt play. You go to Troy. You say a true road trip, so you spend an overnight there. Just what have you seen from them so far, and how do you prepare for 3 consecutive matches in those successive days?
So this is the big challenge, is that Troy hasn't played yet this fall.
Okay.
And
I didn't think
so we actually don't have any video on them, where they have video on us because we were on ESPN Plus, our first match versus Chattanooga. So it's a little bit different for our team, coming in a little bit of a blind scout and making adjustments on the fly. But I really like that concept for our team. We have a mature team. They know the game. I'm really interested to see how they step up to that challenge of adjustments throughout the first set. And then throughout the whole match. And then with us playing 3 matches against the same team in a weekend, very, very different. We've never seen this before. So we'll play Troy at 11, and then at 6 p.m. on Friday, and then at 1 p.m. on Saturday. So very quick turnarounds, very quick scouting adjustments, recovery for our players, all of those things. So very interested and really looking forward to this different model of play this year.
And that was an interview with Sally Polhamus from Georgia State Volleyball. We're interested in hearing from her, and we appreciate her time as always. Thank you. But learning about the team and the adjustments, you heard her talk about the home crowds and how it's differently set up. We're in the state of Georgia, so it's like that here. A lot of the facilities are allowing some fans to come along wherever you're listening to this or watching this. It may be different from where you're at, but it was very interesting hearing about that and their road trip to Troy, which is in Alabama. So we'll see what happens there as far as what happens with the Panthers. So thank you for listening once again to the latest edition of Fighting Peaches with Sally Polhamus from Georgia State Volleyball. Until next time, good day.